Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a new releases. Are they going on my wish list or not? I did a indie spotlight because there were so many new indie brands that I was really excited about. I'll link that up here if you want to check that out. So today is just going to be a regular one, a mix of non-Indian indie brands. Before we get started, the fall giveaway is going on right now. If you had a chance to get entered in that, I'll put a link right here of all the products that are in it and a link down below where you can get entered. I got a little news about my situation here. So if you don't know, I had a tonsillectomy and I'm on the road to recovery, but I had my follow-up appointment. And turns out I will sound like this for a while longer, and I will have excessive amounts of spit in my mouth for a while longer as well. So what she said is your body has to retrain itself to talk and to swallow without the tonsils in there. It's going to sound like this for a little bit. She said I will get back to normal. But thank you guys so much for your kind comments and well wishes and prayers. They mean so much to me. It's really crazy to me that I have people that watch my videos that care that much, and I just think that's really cool, and I'm so grateful for you guys. So thank you. Woo! Let's stop talking about that. This is definitely going to have a follow-up filmed on a different day because I will not get through all of them today. There are so many since I have had some weeks off of filming this. I'm just getting my saved pictures right now. So, yeah, that's what's going to happen. We've got the Kylie Cosmetics Halloween collection out. Here is what it looks like. I think it's really cool and really different, and something that you don't see a lot of companies doing that. You see a lot of indie brands doing Halloween spotlight things, but not larger companies. I mean, she is an indie brand, right? You know what I mean. She's a bigger company though. Is already, probably everything's already available that I'm talking about. That's already available. You know, I thought that palette looked cool at first, but I saw the swatches. It's more neutral than it looks, and I've seen some other things come out that look cooler, although those lipsticks, they're okay. So like that orange liquid lipstick there next to the Mummy palette, that looks really cool. I've never tried anything Kylie, and I probably am not gonna place an order just for that, but it's on my wish list. It's not on my purchase list. Oh, here's the swatches for it. So you could see it ends up looking more neutral than it looks in the palette. The palette is set up very nice to where it looks very appealing. Oh, but it may be appealing to you. It's not for me. And then we've got Fenty Beauty has got their Chill Out collection. It is already launched. Here it is. And I don't really want any of it. Now there are some cool eyeliners in here. The thing is that they're in sets, and I don't want the whole set of it, so I'm not going to, none of that is on my wish list. So, Natasha Denona, launching things like crazy. I almost think that this is $60, which is so insane. Okay, that's insane for 5 shades. Even if that's $40, that is still too much. I think, I mean, if I'm getting a palette, I've said this before, I am not spending more than like $3 per shade. I think that is plenty to spend per shade. Maybe $4 if they're amazing, but $10. The thing with a palette is you're not picking your own shade. So you're getting shades that you're not even going to be probably using. That's too much. That is too much for me. This one, Charlotte Tilbury Pigmented Pop Palette, Supersonic Girl, Luxury Eye Palette. I can't imagine how much that costs, but I bet I can get those beautiful shades from an indie brand for a lot cheaper. Just saying. Just saying. And we've got the Lorac. This surprises me a bit. I mean, I know Lorac usually has neutral palettes, but they have come out with their holiday palette, Shine Bright Pro Eyeshadow Palette. It looks like it's got 20 shades. So here it is. Do you see half that palette is the same shade? What is that? Half of the palette is a light, pale something. That probably all looks the same on the eyes. I love Lorac shadows. I have 3 or 4 lorac palettes. I think they're amazing shadows. But that is silly to me, to have a palette with that many shades that look the same in it. That is definitely not on the wish list. This actually is kind of on the wish list. This is the Colourpop one. This came out. It's available. It's $12, which is amazing. It's the Ooh La La palette. I'm sure you guys have seen that. I'm not sure if that's on my wish list or not. I don't think it is, because I think I own all those shades in either singles or other palettes. Yeah, pretty sure. I just placed a huge Colourpop order because they had the 24 shades for $44 and you got a palette. And that video will be up probably this week or next week. Yeah, I probably don't need that, but it's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, this absolutely cracks me up, guys. MAC. Part of their holiday collection is this shiny pretty things. Look at these palettes. That's a neutral palette with a pop of blue and a neutral palette with some berry tones. I think they're a little late to the game on that. I'm pretty sure every company has already released a neutral palette with pop of blues, and that is definitely not on my wish list. No ma'am. That is weird to me that they're releasing that now all of a sudden. That was a long time ago. These Bitter Lace Beauty Splatter Collection. Oh my gosh. There is nothing I like a beautiful eyeshadow. Beautiful and unique. Let's see what this cost. $20. Oh my gosh. That is so expensive. Oh no. $20. I guess that went right off of my wish list. It's on my want list. Well, we'll say that. It's on my wish list. It is not on my purchase list. Oh, look, they've got some other ones. Look at how fun these are. They are so expensive, though. They are so cute. All right. Oh, yes, I've been wanting to talk about this. Okay, so not many people talk about Collab on YouTube, but let's see, do I have my palette? I've talked about them a few times. This is the palette I have from them. They are sold at Sally Beauty. Several YouTubers went in together and collaborated to make this brand. So they have got some new eyeshadow palettes out, and they are fun. I think I want that one on top. Let me see if I have some pictures of them. Oh, here we go. So there is the one that looks pretty fun to me. And then they've got this peachy one. So the first 4 that they came out with weren't very colorful. They were like purplish one, bluish one, beige one, and maybe a rosy tone one. So I love that these are some more colorful ones. And then there's one more. Ooh, this one looks kind of fun too. Look at that. Orange with like a pop of green. I don't know. Sally Beauty always has sales, so don't buy these full price. I think that they're around $12.99 or $14.99 a palette, but usually Collab is on sale there, and then Sally's Beauty has a coupon, so make sure you buy it in that combination so you can save money on it. But I do like those shadows, and I am definitely picking one up. I want to see it in person. I'm either going to get the orange with the pop of green or the colorful one. Alright, so we've got a Rising Phoenix Makeup. I haven't heard of this brand either. They are, it looks like they're a smaller brand. Greek Gods and Goddess palette. It looks gorgeous. Look how pretty that is. Let's look and see how much it costs. So it looks like a single pan is $8. Wow, that's expensive. And then if you create a palette, this is confusing. This website, so $55 for 12 shades. but you get to pick the shades that are in it. They are beautiful, but I have got a ton of other things on my wish list right now, so that is probably not going to go on my wish list. But if that is something that you like, then you now know about the brand. There are a lot of new indie brands coming out right now, or like coming to the forefront of makeup and what we know about. A lot of brands I didn't know about already. Does that make sense? You know this is not on my wish list. What is this Benefit? What is that? That's a 12 pan eyeshadow palette with 6 of the same shades and 6 of the other same shades. I am so confused. I'm so confused. Now, granted, Benefit really highlights their brows and their lashes. I mean, when I think of Benefit, I think of amazing brow products, amazing mascaras, and that's pretty much what I think of when I think of Benefit. So I could totally see them coming out with a neutral eyeshadow palette to highlight those other aspects of the eyes. But, it doesn't say how much it is, but I'm sure it's at least around $40. And you don't need that, okay? You don't need to spend $40 on those neutral eyeshadow tones. You can get those way cheaper, like from Colourpop or something like that. I'm so confused. I am so confused right now. They are a mix of shimmeries and mattes. Why did they do that? I love Benefit, okay? I love Benefit brow products and mascaras. They are in my top products, but this is not needed. Pat McGrath has got these super outrageously expensive products coming out that are not on my wish list. The 6-pan eyeshadow palette for $55. It is available already. It was available Thursday the 18th. Lipsticks that are $40. I can't. I am sure they are amazing shadows, but that is too expensive. What are you putting in those shadows that they cost so much? I can't. I don't get it. We've got Scorpios. Bite Beauty Scorpio one. Ooh, that's pretty. Maybe I already showed that on my channel. I don't know, but it's like an orange red. It's beautiful. And they also, I think I saved. They've got the full, you could buy the whole collection. Got like a vault of the minis of the full astrology zodiac sign collection out. I'm not sure what the price is of that. I'm not going to buy that, but that is fun. And I've liked a lot of colors that they've come out with that. And I think that was a really cool idea that they did. Dominique Cosmetics has shown what her next eyeshadow palette is going to look like. So that'll be interesting. Berries, oh, people are guessing. Maybe a berries palette. Maybe a wine palette. Yeah, because they do have the, is it coffee? Cafe palette? The lemonade palette? Maybe this will be a wine palette. Alright. Okay, this one is, so this is the Dosicolor Snow Angels palette. That is beautiful. It's like $36. So the only way I'm getting that, it is on my wish list, but the only way I'm getting that is if it comes to Ulta before my 20% coupon is expired. So I have a 20% off coupon through the 26th or 27th. And I asked them on their Instagram if it was when it was going to be in Ulta, because Ulta has all the other ones, and they haven't responded. But I would love for that to be at Ulta and I can get it, because then I have got my points, so it will actually be free, because I wouldn't pay whatever it costs, $36 for it. But then they also have their, oh, here's the Bite Beauty one. So here's what the vault of the minis look like. Isn't that cute? And they do have good lipsticks. $75 for the minis? That's a lot of money. No thanks. So here's the pretty cool palette. Okay, you're going to be surprised by what I say about this. This is not on my wish list, but I get it. It has some cool different shades of brown. like if you want to have some brown shades to add into your collection, I think it's a good addition to their line of those 5-pan eyeshadow palettes. However, for the price of it, for brown mattes, I would not pay that. I wouldn't even use that for free with my free points. But I get it. I get it. Okay, the one thing I want to talk about today is the Violet Voss palettes, the bundles. So here's what they look like. When I glance at those, I have zero inspiration, okay? Zero inspiration for those. They just look, I don't know what it is about it. But these are all like muted down shimmer shades. I don't need that. We've got a neutral palette that I don't need. We've got a berry palette that I don't need. And a colorful palette. I don't know. Does anyone look at those and want them? I want to know if anyone looks at those and has one that they're like, yes, I want that. Or if that's a mutual feeling, like, I don't get it. I don't get the collection. There's nothing unique to this to me. Is that a mutual feeling between us? Or am I way off bat with that? I don't know. I'll see you tomorrow. I want to start with Lime Crime. So Lime Crime has got their 10th birthday collection out, available on their website now, and here is a look at it. At first I was kind of tempted to get that eyeshadow palette, but the more I looked at it, it really is a standard rainbow palette, and I like to get my rainbow palettes from indie brands because I think they offer a lot more variety and one-off of colors, so that is not going to be on my wish list. And then we've got, okay, NYX has got a couple new lines out. And I think something so interesting. Okay, here's the first one. This is going to be hard to see because it's the display. Sugar Trip Squad is kind of the theme. It's like all this fun stuff. There is a shadow palette. Okay, what's really interesting is that shadow palette is $22. And then here's some new stuff. So this is from Ulta. I can't find it on Instagram. So you got like a highlighting palette and then some little kits. This stuff is so expensive for NYX. I was kind of in shock when I was looking at it, and I ran across it just looking through stuff on Ulta website. And then you've got some, I don't know, it's expensive. But then they also have a new line out called the Machinist. They're kind of like a grungy metallic look to them, and I haven't gotten them in yet, but they are like $3.99 a piece. So I thought it was weird that those two different lines, both coming out from NYX at the same time, had such a wide variety of price range to it. Alright, the next thing I've got is a new Secret Diary collection from devinah Cosmetics. I think that's a really pretty collection, and typically their collections you can either get a bundle or you can get an individual. I just got my first set of devinah shadows, so there'll be like a review, swatches, tutorial coming up soon. It's actually what I'm wearing on my eyes today. But if I were going to buy it, I would probably just pick out some singles from that, but I don't think I need any of these shades, so those are not going on the wish list. Alright, and then Give Me Glow Cosmetics has got a new grunge palette. There is a lot of grunge stuff coming out right now. So this is what their grunge palette looks like. And I think that is also a good setup of a palette. You've got some color stories in there, and you can create lighter or darker looks with that. But those colors don't necessarily interest me because I've got a lot of those in my collection already. So I will not be getting that. That is releasing on the 26th. And there's going to be a lipstick bundle, and I think Gimme Glow is kind of a more expensive indie brand also, so that's another reason that it wouldn't be on my wish list. So this is kind of exciting to me. I know a lot of people are here and there on Morphe. I personally really like Morphe brushes, and the other things I've tried from Morphe, I've tried a blush, a setting spray, the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and I like them, but this is a new collection coming out for the holidays. But look at those eyeshadow palettes. So they are smaller, which is nice. So here is one. This one actually looks really pretty. And here's the other one. That's a nice condensed version of that 35 something. So I think those are really nice additions to the Morphe collections. I hope that they're not like limited edition for holiday. The 15S Social Butterfly Palette and 15T True to Yourself Palette. I'm probably not going to be picking up either of those, but I think that they are good palettes. They're a little bit smaller, but not so small, so you can get several different looks from them. And they're $16 each, so that's a really good deal. That's like $1 a shade. RevolutionPRO. Okay, it's either like, it's that Revolution Beauty, I Heart Revolution, RevolutionPRO, whatever it is, has another new collab out. They are collaborating like crazy lately. This is with Natalie, I don't know who this is. Let's see. She is a Polish Instagram sensation, it says. So Natalia, I'm not going to even butcher her last name. She's got a highlighting palette and an eyeshadow palette out. Here's what they look like. For me, they don't really interest me, and they look a little bit like Certified's palettes. But they're not on my wish list. I do not need to get those. They are going to be obviously cheaper because they're from Revolution Beauty or RevolutionPRO or I Heart Revolution or whatever you want to call it. Alright, here we have another grunge palette coming out. This is from Noctex Cosmetics. Let's see if they've got... okay, so they're super new. That's all their Instagram feed. So here's what the palette looks like. So it is it's a grunge looking palette. And I don't know if there's only these eye swatches here. But I don't think that palette really intrigues me. It has a lot of shades that look very similar to each other, but it is a grungy looking palette. So if that is something that interests you, let's see how much this costs. So it's either Noctex, Noctex. So their website took me to a clothing store kind of thing that's called Noctex. So they must be coming out with that eyeshadow palette, but it's not on the website yet, and it is made in USA. Have you guys heard of this brand? It's like, let me show you. Okay, so when you go click on the website thing, this is where it takes you. It's like different kinds of clothing stuff. Oh, and there's some pictures of the makeup. But there's no, like, you can't look to see how much it is or anything. So I don't know anything about that. Not on the wish list. Okay, Makeup Geek's got another eyeshadow palette out. It's got 9 shadows. Here's what it looks like. So it kind of looks like a fall Halloween palette, doesn't it? Kind of grungy. That's kind of like the theme right now for fall, is like very grungy looking things with makeup. To me, it does not, I don't need it. It doesn't inspire me at all. I've got lots of those shades. Oh, here. The Noctex one is going to be $32. Still not on my wish list. So excited about this. L'Oreal Mary Poppins Returns lipstick collection. Those lipstick containers are so cute. I don't know what any of the colors are going to be yet, but I am going to have one of those for sure. I didn't even know there was a Mary Poppins Returns movie coming out, but oh, look how cute those are. I cannot wait. It looks like it's already in store somewhere. Oh, it's available in Europe, but not yet in the US. I hope it comes to the US or I'll be super sad. Alright, Sydney Grace is coming out with an Autumn Rain collection. This is part of the collection. So you can see about 4 shades in there. So part of them are going to be some purpley mauve shades. That's pretty. Sydney Grace is a brand I would like to try at some point in the future, but I think it's a more expensive brand, so not quite there yet. Elegante Cosmetics has also got a Halloween palette launching tomorrow. I don't think I mentioned this in my indie brand one. Actually, it already launched. That was 2 days ago, so it launched already. This one, this is pretty, but it doesn't have enough mattes in it for it to pique my interest to get. Let's see if we could see how much it's gonna be. Whoa, $54. That's kind of a lot of money, I think. I did just order the AMI Loves Makeup, Heart Makeup, that Halloween collection that I talked about on my indie spotlight new releases video. I'll show you real quick. This is what it looked like. I ordered that. It was $27 for the 10 shades. Although I saw someone post swatches of them and I'm a little nervous about how they're going to look in person. So I don't know how long shipping takes for that. I've never ordered anything from that brand, but you guys know I will be sure to have that up on this channel as soon as I get it to let you guys know about that, how they work, things like that. What, do you hear that wind? It is so windy here today. Let's see if we have Majestic palette. So let's see. Oh, the Makeup Shack. They have been around a while. I've never heard of the Makeup Shack. They've got some very pretty jewel tone colors in there. Oh, $16.99. And that is a US-based company. Well, that's not a bad price. I'm probably not going to be purchasing that right now. You'll probably see coming up here, I have a couple purchases that I've made in the past week or two. That's what laying in bed for 2 weeks does to you. Then you start looking at what you can get online. Then we've got Misfit Beauty Company Brains and Beauty Palette. So it says it launches today, but we don't have a picture of the inside. Okay, so here is what the outside looks like. How stinking cute is that? That's super cute. But then today's when it launches. And the only picture they have is this one. So I don't know when it's launching today, but they still haven't posted. And by today, I'm filming this Saturday. So it's supposed to launch Saturday. Still don't know what the inside's gonna look like. So I think that's a little strange. This is so cute. Gingerbread Frosting Eyeshadow Palette by Glamour Shop B. This is a European brand. It is so cute. Now the colors are not so exciting to me, but the outside is so cute. So this is not on my wish list, but I thought it was so cute. And then here's a close-up of the swatches. Definitely a Christmas looking palette for sure. There's for sure lots of other new releases that have happened, but there are just so many, and those are kind of the ones that I really had on my list to talk about. So thank you guys so much for joining me for this week's new releases. Are they going on my wish list or not? I do hope that you will subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, click the notifications bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow.